Happy Christmas!
Happy Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Look who's back!
Oh, it was all staged. I wasn't anywhere really. I was just in the background.
He's
wasn't
been
I?
here.
I've been here the whole time.
Locked up in the basement.
Yeah, I only came actually because there's loads of free alcohol. So I'm taking full advantage of that.
It's not
How
true.
unprofessional
It's
of
not
me.
true. It would not be Christmas without our gorgeous Jordan Barry-Bayliss.
Overwhelmed.
He hasn't got a Christmas jumper though. What's that all about?
However, if you look very closely, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to. The colour that you're looking for this hue is mulled wine.
Oh!
So I didn't
There's
have a
theme
really
going.
awful man-made fibres jumper that makes you feel like you're in a 100-degree sauna. I thought I'd wear.
I like this girl.
I thought I'd wear some merino wool, and I came dressed as Professor Plum from Cluedo. Yeah,
It's very impressive.
yeah, very impressive.
Oh. Welcome to our Christmas special edition of A Bit of Like Relief. We're trying to bring fun to the workplace, talking about various topics, and this is our Christmas special, so it's going to be super short. But thank you for your support over the 2025 period. I guess what we need to do is reflect on what has 2025.
Oh, it's been a bugger. It's been a bugger.
So you're in early. You're in early. It's been a tough one, right? It really has.
I think, look, so what are my reflections? I think what's really interesting for me, and we probably don't know this yet because I'm not sure this information is out there, but AI is definitely not the silver bullet that everyone thought it was. So I think I did a post a while ago, a few weeks ago, just on the impact of AI on the recruitment process, how it's completely damaged the candidate experience. The parameters have been set incorrectly. So, you know, there's all kinds of stuff going on there, and I think it's really interesting. We look for a quick fix, don't we? We love something that sounds better than it is. What was really interesting in a recent PwC report was that only 34% of CEOs say that the investment of AI has delivered any material gains to revenue and profit. So I think we really need to be thinking about that in the new year. That would be my 2 pence worth.
Yeah, well, actually, mine links quite nicely onto that because we've just had our annual conference for our end of year.
Yeah.
And actually, we've really promoted this human-centric commitment, is what we're calling it, which is kind of saying, yeah, use automation and AI to support the process, but actually, we're going to go bold on the fact that we are human, and the intervention from us is really important as HR professionals.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think that was a really big thing for us this year.
Yeah.
A learning for us.
Is that a gratuitous plug? Do I get to ring the Christmas
I'm not sure
bell?
I'm selling anything technically.
Okay.
But yeah,
well,
sure.
Other than the fact that we're going to be terribly human-centric,
Terribly
complemented
human-centric.
by amazing AI. That was a plug. I must be drinking wine if I'm doing a
I think
gratuitous plug. So
she's
there'll be
already
loads of
drunk.
them.
Take it away.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we have become a professional services firm over the last sort of 18 months, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
In order to diversify, because it has been ridiculously
Tough.
tricky. Tough. The amount of, really talented individuals that are, out of work is just, and we're having to sort of, we're
Some of the
not
best
having to,
people
we
are
are.
out
Yes.
of work. I've never seen that before in my whole life.
No,
I've been out of work for a really long
Yeah,
time.
and it's
as well.
destroying their
Yeah.
confidence, their mental health.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, we're laughing now, but this has been a very unusual year.
Yeah, it
Feels a
has.
bit like lockdown times 10,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
In the wrong direction.
Yeah, without anything like the support, right? So but for me, that whole uncertainty has been ridiculous. Between the budget and the sort of slowdown of the economy, it's been ridiculously difficult to navigate. And I think for leaders,
39 consecutive months of reduced vacancies, wasn't it?
Vacancies in the UK, it's untrue. So I think it's been a very difficult place to navigate, which because I can't do negative, I just can't do it. What does 2026 look like then for you?
For us?
Yes.
What is that like our Christmas wish? Is that
Yes,
what
what's your Christmas wish?
you know what? So I'm going to be really,
Like our little elf.
really, I'm the
plum elf.
mulled wine coloured elf. You know what, actually, and it's really interesting, isn't it? Because I think I've been deep in setup mode and really head down in designing stuff and the stuff that I'm working on at the moment. And actually,
For who?
for Peach, which is the name of my business, and Seascape is the product. There you go. And that's basically really trying to support C-suite in the current environment. And I think, so what would I like to be celebrating? I'd like to be celebrating some good news with regards to the business development that I've been doing and have something to celebrate on New Year's Eve because I've worked really hard.
Yeah.
And actually it's quite interesting, isn't it, when you brave the cold, you leave the C-suite and you go and do something by yourself and you back yourself. There's a couple of squeaky bum moments there, and I think that's just normal, and I think you've got to face into that and move through. So that would be mine.
I'm cheersing to that.
So am I.
That's a really good one, actually. I wish I'd thought of it first. What about you, Kelly?
I am really excited about some of the products that we've built in the course of this year and actually really getting them embedded into the business and starting to see more success, not just for ourselves, but across like the clients that we work with, people generally. I'm hoping desperately for an easier year.
Yeah.
And I do think it will be better than it's been this year. So I'm remaining terribly optimistic.
Good.
Which
we need it.
Yeah.
Well, I just want world peace. As a former beauty, world beauty pageant leader.
As the previous role of Miss World.
Peace. If I can't have that, I hope we can influence people in organisations to. It wasn't that funny.
It was, no, but what I was going to say was Miss King Sutton 1985.
Yeah, maybe it's found a chance.
96.
As long as I don't have to wear a swimming costume. Anyway, back to my point is, if I can't have world peace, then what I would hope for is helping organisations with their growth horizon, because I think we have kind of lost our way with that, and if we can really help sort of bring a lot less uncertainty, help organisations to grow and navigate in 2026, that will be a truly amazing achievement, actually. So
well said, that lady over there.
It?
With the Christmas dress. That's quite a good Christmas dress on, by the way.
Phenomenal.
I want to know where are you allowed to say where you got that from? Because does it look a lot more expensive than it really was? God, you can have it. It's Christmas. Santa. Well, let's not. I think if Santa comes down the tree, I'm not sure he's going to go back up the chimney if he sees you in that dress. What do you think?
I would say, as long as he didn't light a candle near it, like a tinderbox.
Christmas went off in flames at Jeanette's house on 2025.
It's like them old school shell suits they used to go up, didn't they?
No naked flames near that.
Okay.
Other products to apply. Anyway, I guess that all remains to be said is thank you very much for your support during 2025. Thank you for listening to a bit of light relief, and we look very much forward to 2026 with you all, and wish you and your families a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Woo! Yay!